in the chamber, one of whom was speaking in opposition, so speaking against me, who were very frustrated by the fact that somebody decided to stand up and say it and to normalise it. But as I say, overwhelmingly, the reaction has been really, really positive.
Well, I think you're talking about Dr. Helen Webberley, who was on the opposite side of the debate. And she's actually used the phrase that blood would be dripping down the hands of those who disagreed with her.
For the last decade, I have worked exclusively with transgender people. And I am a very, very proud modern-day activist. I would like to apologise to any transgender person who is in this room or who may be listening on social media later. Gender identity is something innate within you. It is not something that is a disorder. If your gender identity is different to the sex that you were assigned at birth, there is nothing wrong with you. It is not a disorder. It is not a mental illness, and you are not broken. I most strongly oppose the motion that's been proposed tonight, and I feel that anybody who does agree and go along and approve that motion will, and raise their hands to that, will have blood dripping down their hands in years to come.
I mean, extraordinary words from her there. And also weaponising this thing that if you don't agree with her and her view, intransigent view of this, obviously you're transphobic, you hate trans people.
Well, look, in the speech, I said that these days, especially among the young and especially among young women, I'll say again, compassion is equated with compliance. So go along with this, or you are a bad person, you're unkind. Firstly, I'd just like to say I don't think it's kind to lie to children. I don't think it's kind to lie to anyone that you can change your sex. I don't think it's kind to the women who suffer directly as a result, i.e. having their single-sex spaces invaded by men. I don't think it's kind to LGBT people. I unpacked all of this in the speech. What I would say, though, is that Helen Webberley is fundamentally untrustworthy within this debate because she profits off of the transing of kids. So the fact of the matter is, the more kids that are trans, the more money she makes. That is the simple fact. So she stands to gain from peddling this ideology, and it is an ideology. It is not factual to claim that this nebulous idea of gender identity is somehow innate. It simply isn't. The science and also the law follow the reality that there are two sexes, there are male and female, and you can talk about chromosomes, you can talk about everything. Everybody knows that there are two sexes and everybody knows that that matters, but people have been scared into silence, especially in institutions, and that has rippled out so destructively in society, in healthcare services, in schools, again, in the LGBT community. It is damaging things when you start peddling a lie as truth and then trying to obliterate somebody who goes against it by calling them immoral. It's an extremely dangerous thing to be doing. I do not trust her.
No, I completely agree with you.